Oh, good Lord. Hello, Aries cross watcher. Trying to put out a mini fire, don't mind me. Welcome to the cross watchers only reading for August 15th until September 15th. And for those of you who are old and new to my channel, this is a new series that I'm trying out, seeing if you guys like it, if I like it and whatnot or whatever. But an Aries person could possibly resonate with this. We don't know yet because we haven't done this since like 2018 or 19 or something along those lines. But I won't say that you can't resonate with it as possible, but my intention with doing it is for a person who is dating or with an Aries person and kind of wants insight into the relationship. So I can't say that's not gonna resonate. Okay, just ignore that. So anywho, thank you, Spirit, for helping a girl out. First card out, we have the Two of Swords. This is interesting. So what it's looking like for me, there's a tad bit of a disconnect. That seems to be a theme on this month for everyone. But I feel for you, cross watcher, to the Aries person, I feel like you're attempting to reach out. I feel like you're attempting to get their attention or, you know, spend time with them and whatnot. But I don't want to say that they're ignoring you, but they're kind of, if I were to say unfazed or unbothered, okay, I have to turn this off because this is like driving me mad. I am so sorry, Aries. I know y'all like are not with this. Oh my God, this is out of control. Okay. Okay. Can we just put the fire out? We're gonna pretend this isn't happening. Yes. I'm going to not edit this out. I'm so sorry, Aries. Anywho, but I don't want to say the person seems to me almost like unbothered or unfazed. I don't want to necessarily say that that's what it is that they're feeling per se. I just feel like that's the way it's more or less, okay, coming off to you. And then we have the Eight of Swords and the reverse. My goodness. Okay, so here's the deal here. One second. Oh yeah. This person, I really get the vibe they're like very unbothered with, well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to say that they're literally unbothered. It just really seems that way to you. You know? I don't want to say that they're unbothered. I don't want to say that. Oh God, hold on. They're ice cold, dude. Unfinished business, a little bit of burdening going on here. Wow. Oh man, cross watcher. I'm sorry if I just called you Aries. What I want to say with this Eight of Swords in the reverse, it's more or less like, okay, you're trying to reach out to a person, you're trying to get their attention, you're trying to get them to show you something, what have you, right? To reciprocate, to give you an answer on something. With this Eight of Swords in the reverse, I want to say that at present, like if you were to make a decision just solely based on what it is that you know now, it would feel like it's pretty clear for you. And I think the thing that's really, really clear is on the front of emotional receptivity. I don't really see that you're getting that. And I think that that's becoming clear to you, or you're beginning to accept that. With this Emperor and the Knight of Wands, it's like this person is still watching you. I'm not going to front. Like if there is some type of, you know, distance or separation between the two of you, they are still watching you. They do still think about you. But the thing that I say it like that because it feels very sexual. It's almost like when they think about you, it's like lusty kind of thoughts. You know what I mean? but they're still super ice cold. But I would even go as far as to say that with this person in particular, this would have to be someone y'all dealt with for some time now, but stuff doesn't ever really change. You know what I mean? And I would even say, dude, legit, and the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck. Legit, I feel like this is a pattern. I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like this is a pattern with this person. It's like, you could reach out to them, but it may even be them reaching out to you. Because if I look at this whole line of cards here, and mind you, I'm not showing them to you because the autofocus on my lens is retarded, and you're not gonna be able to see it anyway. It's just gonna be a blur, blah, blah, blah. But this is like a cyclical thing that I'm seeing. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune being here in the reverse, this is more or less saying things are not going to change, right? So, well, let me fix that. I'm not going to speak in absolutes. It's not saying that things are never going to change, but I mean, at present, things have not, and I don't necessarily see it in the near future, because this Two of Swords and this Knight of Chalices I'm seeing as you guys' last card, it's like from this card to this card, this is like telling me the story of how this partnership goes. So it'll be, if I start back from before the Two of Swords, which technically doesn't exist because that's the first card, it would more or less be either you're reaching out or doing some type of gesture to get this person's attention, or you finally come to a point to where you're over this person and you're kind of moving forward, and then they come back and make some sort of gesture, you know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, they must want to be with me if they're here. Or if you did the gesture, it's like, well, since they accepted the gesture, then they must want to be with me. You know what I mean? So you guys totally reconnect. And it's almost as if it slowly starts to kind of dwindle. You know what I mean? It's like everything is really fiery and passionate in the beginning, and we're excited to see each other, and oh, I missed you so much, thought about you so much, you're super duper sure, like this is gonna work out this time. You know, you guys ride off into the proverbial sunset, and then suddenly, yet again, the person ends up going ice cold, and now it's you that's trying to reach out, figure out what's going on, how are you feeling, what are you thinking, where is this going, type of deal. And it's like the cycle starts all over. But it's almost like the relationship is energetically stunted, if you will, because it's like it follows this same pattern. But say hypothetically, if you guys have been following this pattern for like, I don't know, like 5 years or something, let's just throw a number out there. It's almost as if the relationship has not progressed in the last 5 years. So yes, granted, you have dated this person for 5 years. Y'all have been off and on for the last 5 years. But for the last 5 years, the relationship is almost like every time the person will leave, it's like getting put into a Rubbermaid container so it stays fresh, like right where it's at. So as far as a maturation in the relationship or going to another level, it's not really there. It's almost like every single time you and this person come back together, it's like you're starting all over from that oxytocin laden honeymoon phase almost. But it's like things never progress past that point. And I feel because this has been happening so much, it's become cumbersome for you. You know what I mean? And for those of you who, and I don't really think, I'm just going to keep this super duper specific. It's like, I'm not even going to, the Emperor is totally Aries. That's interesting. Okay, anywho, I'm not even going to try to make this super duper broad because I feel like this is hella specific, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? I feel like this would specifically be a cross watcher who's watching for an Aries person, and you and this person aren't speaking at present. You know what I mean? You aren't speaking at present. Or this person literally just came back. But I would say for everyone else, this person is coming back, you know? But I just feel it's my due diligence to tell you, yeah, because they've been thinking, this is just so much going on again. It's like they miss you. You know what I mean? They miss you. They feel like something's missing without you being there. I'm just not a fan of the fact that with them kind of daydreaming about you, what they're daydreaming about is all just getting your butt type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a fan of that, but I feel it's my due diligence to tell you, if they're not back already, they are coming back. When they would come back would be probably early September. Yeah, it would be like early September. And maybe late August. I mean, we're in the midpoint of August. So if it was August, it would probably be the last week of August, but I feel more September, to be quite honest. But just be prepared because I don't know, it's almost like FOMO, which is so strange to feel that way about a person. Like, how do you not be with a person and you look at them and it's like, oh, FOMO. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's the vibe that I get. It's a lot of them thinking about stuff like that. But the thing that I see going forward is it just kind of following this same pattern. Why it follows the same pattern is because I feel, I mean, this may be like, you know, a little karmic-y kind of soulmate connection thing going on here. But in the event of that, there's a need for both of you to learn a lesson. You know what I mean? And now I'm thinking about Aries, like general reading and like that whole pause thing. And then they had the Knight of Pentacles, which is somebody coming back to give you an offer. Y'all got all these knights. Somebody coming back, you know? And not somebody, I mean cross watcher, the Aries person that you're watching this for, they're coming back. Just, you know, throwing that out there. But I feel like it's going to be the same thing, but there's a lesson that needs to be learned from both of you. But for the other person, the Aries person you're watching this for, it's kind of neither here nor there because they're not watching this, you know? But it's more or less the lesson that you need to learn. I feel the reason why you guys keep coming back to each other, or why you let this person keep coming back, is because you feel that it's unfinished. But I feel like what I was saying before, this whole feeling of, like, that's what I feel you would need to know, cross-watcher person. You do with that what you like, but when I was saying the whole thing about the Rubbermaid container, I feel that's the realization that one has to come to, is that this relationship hasn't really grown that much in this span of time when you really think about it, because it's always an intense start and an immediate stop. Intense start, immediate stop. So if you really look at it over time, things haven't really changed much, if that's making sense. Like they're still in that same kind of way. And I'm not telling you what decision to make about it, but that is what's going on, my friend. So yes, they're coming back. Now in our extended reading, I'm going to look at how this person thinks and feels about you so you have a deeper perspective and what it is that is going on with you all. And if there's any hopes going forward of this, you know, changing, or how y'all can learn this lesson, or whatever the case may be, my friend. So if you would like, you can follow me over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, or YouTube members to watch the extended. But if you're not about that life, that's totally cool. I still love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Know what I'm saying? And I don't know how to say bye yet, so, you know, just wait for the cut thing.